Meeting will come to order. I'd ask everybody to join me in a flag salute, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As I said to the group when we first entered, I do apologize for being a few minutes late this evening. I can assure you that important information was being discussed during our executive session that forced us to roll over, and we're trying to catch up. We'll do our best to move quickly. If you did not see the meeting that we just had, our work meeting previously, I would encourage you very much to go back and to watch the amazing presentation that Mrs. Kazuba and her team gave us about all of the amazing things going on at Ocean Township High School. And it truly does make you extremely proud to be a Spartan when you see these types of things that are going on. It was filled with wonderful media created by our students and by our TV productions crew. And it just goes to showcase all of the awesome things that we're accomplishing as a district. And it made me extremely proud to be the president of this board and to see what our board is empowering our administration to accomplish and what our administration is empowering our staff and our students to accomplish. So I cannot say enough how much I think that you should go back and you should watch that presentation if you have time, because it was truly an amazing presentation. And hats off to you, Mrs. Kazuba. Great job. I would like to highlight too, and I'll keep this brief in light of time. I'm very proud of the way that our administration has handled recent funding for lack of SNAP benefits. Okay, and it didn't have to come to fruition going into this Thanksgiving holiday, but I need to take a minute to recognize our superintendent and our administration, who in the midst of doing millions of other things for this district to keep us on track and to keep us doing the right things, pivoted to address a potential issue that we may need, found solutions, and went to provide them to our students so that those that needed it would not go hungry. I'm extremely proud of what they did do. I'm very thankful that it didn't have to come to fruition for us as a district, but that is just me taking my position to give a little hats off to Mrs. Weldon and Mr. Hastings and the awesome work of our central office team, who continuously go above and beyond for this district day in and day out. And so thank you very much for that. I know that there are a lot of parents in this district who are very appreciative of it. All right, I'm done. Now to the most important people in the room, our student representatives. Please go ahead.
All fall seasons have come to an end recently. All teams had a great season. A couple highlights have been the girls and boys cross country team. The girls team qualified for states, and Leah Starkey last Saturday won the meal chance, running a time of 17 minutes and 14 seconds. The boys team won the B North division as well.
The girls soccer team had 2 individual milestones as well. Grace Fuller achieved 300 saves and Mia Fiorentino reached 100 points. And also she has her own school record of most points in a single game. Field hockey had a great season and won the B North division. Winter sports are ready to start up now.
DECA hosted their DECA Giving last night. Student Council is hosting our annual blood drive on December 3rd, and we are hoping for success.
The varsity club hosted their brunch last Saturday and ended with a successful time. The drama club shared their first act of their play called Rumors today, and have shows November 20th at 7 p.m. and November 22nd at 2 p.m. The cast and crew worked very hard, so we should all come out and support.
Thank you both. Superintendent's report, Mrs. Weldon.
Yes, thank you, students. Okay, this evening we do have a number of recognitions that I'd like to draw everyone's attention to. Unfortunately, because of conflicts of scheduling, some of these honorees could not be here this evening. Some of them may be online watching the meeting. So if we may try to reschedule a time to bring them back to honor them and have them take their photo and do all of the other things. But I still don't want this time to go by without recognizing these achievements. As you said, we had a number of outstanding achievements this fall season. So we're doing this in stages. But this evening, we'd like to first recognize our girls tennis coach, Coach Jeff Reisler, who was awarded the Girls Tennis Coach of the Year award. Mr. Reisler could not be here this evening, but we congratulate him on this prestigious honor. Congratulations, Coach Reisler. We are also recognizing our boys cross country team. They are having their banquet this evening, but they are our B North Division champions. And I do just want to recognize the players. Our runners, Santosh Baxi, Louis Dagnes, Peter Zazwaznik, sorry, thank you. David Ferda, Matthew Gaetano, John Hanley, Patrick Knight Howell, Jake Paludis, Joseph Rosakis, David Rubio, Luke Santucci, Ryan Taylor, Cole Yasko, Andrew Zimmerer, Austin Zone, and our coach, Tim Patterson. Congratulations on a great season, and we will hope to get you here another night when you don't have a conflict. I'd also like to recognize our girls field hockey team. Is anyone here from the girls field hockey team? I heard they might try to make it. Okay. They are also our B North Division champions, and they also had a conflict this evening. So we will try to recognize them at another evening. But I just want to call out the players because they may be watching from home. Caroline Barasillo, Gianna Canavan, Riley Circo, Sadie Conklin, Addison D'Elia, Lila Davinsky, Isabella Fleska, Alexis Garlanow, Rayma Hack, Caitlin Heckman, Lila Irvin, Margaret Kelly, Madeline Kirchner, Emma Knight, Annabelle Manzi Rubin, Angelina Sarbello, Natalie Staten Rubio, Molly Tantrum, and Brooke Todd, and their coaches, Coach Smilowicz, and Coach Walker. Congratulations, Lady Spartans. Outstanding job this year. We'd also like to recognize one of our honorees who is here. I'd like to bring up, come on up, Duke Haberman. Duke Haberman has set a new school course record at TOIS in cross country. Mr. Amato will present you with a certificate. Coach DeSimone is here as well. Congratulations, Duke. And then we'd like to take a photo. Congratulations. I'd like to take a photo, and Mom and Dad, you can come on up to get a great shot. Feel free to come all the way up. We can get a nice photo. Outstanding job in all of his races and breaking the school record this year. Tremendous.
She will. Right here. Right in front, family.
Hey, congratulations. Great job. Keep up the great work. We can't wait to see what you do next. Okay, I'd like to introduce Mrs. Kazuba. Is Mia Fiorentino here? Yes, come on up. Okay, next up, we'd like to recognize Mia Fiorentino. Come on up, Mia. Coach Siciliano, if you want to come up, is Coach Pickett here? Yeah, okay, there you go. Come on up as well. And say right here, we're going to recognize Mia. She has tied the school record for goals in Ocean Township girls soccer, and she has set a new school record for points in a game. Wow. Congratulations. Outstanding. Let's take some photos, and parents, please come on up so you can get a photo. Congratulations. Excellent job. Okay, and finally this evening, we'd like to recognize Leah Starkey, who you have seen here before at some former board meetings. Leah could not be here this evening, but I do just think it is important that we take a minute to recognize all of her achievements this season. And you probably have read about it in the news yourself, so some of this will be actually old news. But really an outstanding job by Leah this season in her cross-country season. The races she has won, she is the Run the Night champion, Battle of the Classes champion, B North Division champion, Shore Coaches Invitational champion, Monmouth County champion, Shore Conference champion, Central Jersey Group 2 sectional champion, back-to-back years, Group 2 state champion, back-to-back years. Did I mention she's only a sophomore? The record she set this year she set the record at the Ocean County Park course record, the Homedale Park sophomore course record, the Thompson Park course record, all OTHS records for each of these courses. And just this weekend, Leah is our Meet of Champions state champion with a time of 17:15. Leah now holds the third fastest time in Homedale Park history and the second fastest in New Jersey. She swept every round of states and finished the season with a perfect 9-0 record. It does not stop there for Leah. Leah will continue her efforts at the national level and compete in the Brooks Regional event on November 29th. If she qualifies out of regionals, she will compete at the Brooks National Championship in San Diego in December. And we will have her here again after those competitions. We'd like to congratulate Leah. And of course, her coach, Coach Lynch, for all his support and help in her athletic career. And that concludes my report for this evening.
Please.
I was just gonna say, if you haven't seen the news article and seen the finish of that Meet of Champions race, it's really incredible. It's like, makes me emotional, but it's very, it's like the last 50 yards is incredible to watch.
Yes, run, Leah, run. I like it. Good. Yeah. And I've been wondering who the young lady is running around my neighborhood with her mother on a bicycle next door. And it was recently made clear to me that it's her. So no surprise there, and good on her. Yeah. So if you do need to step out, please feel free. Now would be the time. Thank you so much. Maybe you have homework to do, other important things.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
It's Mikey. Ms. Walden, I assume that concludes your
That
superintendent's
concludes my
report.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Hastings.
Nothing additional from upstairs. Thank you.
Thank you. Public comments. The Board of Education recognizes the value of public comment on educational issues and the importance of allowing members of the public to express themselves on school matters of community interest. Public comment is not a question and answer session. Specific questions can be directed to the administration. The superintendent's contact information is available on the dais and on our district website. We encourage you to contact her with any specific questions that you may have. Public participation shall be governed by the following rules. Each statement made by a participant shall be limited to 5 minutes in duration. No participant may speak more than once on the same topic until all others who wish to speak on that same topic have been heard. And the presiding officer may request any person to leave the meeting when that person does not observe reasonable decorum. Would anyone from the public like to comment on anything at this time? Welcome, Ms. Hayes.
Alex Hayes, Oakhurst. I'm just gonna read some of my comments a second time because I still think these public comments are a dying breed, and I'm sure you will find some way to get rid of them at some point. I'm gonna read with the fact that we've had 2 e-bike accidents from our students, high school students, in the last 3 months. At least one of the children was taken by ambulance to the hospital. You all need to do a little bit more than just signs. I know it belongs on the parents' initiative as well, so maybe some more parent education would be great. My kid will be grounded till no end if he's ever caught without a helmet. And from what I've heard, at least one, if not both of the 2 that were hit by a car helmet, They don't know the rules of the road. They don't know how other cars drive. So I feel like there needs to be some in-school education about the rules of the road that simply these kids are not getting. There are 11-year-olds riding tandem on bikes that go 30 miles per hour and shouldn't be tandem. It's happening all over Oakhurst. I'm sure it's all over other parts of Ocean. I implore you all to work with the school, with the police department, to get an officer in every grade and talk to these kids about e-bikes. Because if they don't have them, they're riding their friends' e-bikes. Following up on the October 20th discussion about getting rid of public comment from Zoom. It's mind-boggling how different this board has become in the last year. I obviously have many reasons as to why that's happening, but the clear desire to stifle public discourse by you all, and I'm saying you all, but I don't really mean all 9 of you, because some of you have been vocal in trying to champion what people want to say. It's blaring, and the people who might not come here to either Zoom meetings or virtual meetings or in person, you might not hear them, but they're talking about how things are being taken away from public discourse. I'm going to bring up, I posted, of course, this ridiculous idea of Mr. McCarthy and others who support it to get rid of the Zoom comment. I posted it online, and here are some comments. Excuse me. It's just awful. I think it's so mind-blowing what towns think they can get away with. That was one comment. Another one was also sent to me today. I'm just going to pull it up here real quick. Saying they're just so surprised that this school district is considering getting rid of Zooms because people are in their cars from 6 to 8 p.m. or we're having dinner in the very little precious time that we have with our kids because everyone is so damn busy. It's not the same as when we all, were growing up 20 years ago. I can't find it, but I'll just email it to you. So instead, I will just read my comments one more time. It's clear you all don't want differing opinions. God forbid you get criticism. You're elected officials, you should be able to handle it. Whether it's a written comment, shut off the comments if you don't want to. I'm sure there's a way you can do that so you don't see people out of turn speaking. This will probably help you not getting criticism. So hats off if that's what you want to do. But you often get support from people who call in and say, I really couldn't be there, but I wanted to tell you, great job on this, great job on that. So you're also going to miss out on that. Parents are clearly divide and conquer mode in this town. There are so many activities. Not everybody can be here at meetings. And frankly, I give up a lot of personal family time to come to these meetings. So I can understand why people would prefer to do this home. And sometimes, as you know, I will do that too, because I just can't get here for 2 hours and not have time with my family. It is not a luxury ask to say, can we please call in during Zoom? You all started it during COVID. It was a necessity. I know it's not a necessity now, but it's what this community needs and what we all deserve. You're having a virtual financial aid workshop this week. You have other virtual events at this district, and you, of course, let people call in and ask questions. So why would you stop it here? Thank you to you both who don't agree with giving up the Zoom commenting and questioning answer. I know you don't even answer questions anymore, which is also a shame, but putting the kibosh on people being able to speak them is a small, if not obvious, voter suppression in my mind. But thank you to you two who are standing up for parents and taxpayers. And if you get rid of it, shame on you. It's a very sad day.
So you wrap your
Of
comment.
course you're going to. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Do I have any other comments from any members of the public? Thank you. Ms. Conway, do I have any comments from anyone virtually at this time?
Yes, President McCarthy. Jonathan Shutman is first. Please go ahead.
Welcome.
Well, thank you again for this opportunity. And Mr. McCarthy, thank you for letting us know of the good work of Ms. Weldon and Mr. Hastings and people in the district to anticipate and plan for the real possibility that people may not have been able to receive SNAP benefits. I think that's an excellent response by the district. I understand part of the purpose of the board and the administration is to talk about everything that is good in the district, congratulating people who excel in the district. I understand all that. And in the last meeting that I attended, I heard about how over 10 years things had improved. And unfortunately, I have written to you over the last 3 years in emails about that does not actually seem to be the case. And so for quickly and for public notice, there are 3 websites I will quickly inform in public that was public, and it's on each website where Ocean Township High School is rated B+, the district is rated B+, and in Monmouth County, of the so-called best districts in Monmouth County, Ocean Township is on the list as 9th. You folks, I've given you that data. As far as the high school and all the wonderful Spartan things that are going in the high school, in the state right now, Ocean Township High School rates 174th in US News and World Report. Now, of course, districts like Rumson is 35, even Manasquan is 70. I've made the observation, you might want to ask Manasquan what's going on. And in Freehold Regional School Districts, 5 schools are ranked higher than Ocean Township. I've given you this data. It's not like you're not familiar with what I'm talking about. And in terms of state rankings, Colton Sack is 99, Marlboro 124, Freehold Township 131, Manalapan Englishtown 135, Freehold Borough, which has the same SES as Ocean Township, is 157. And Red Bank Regional, which has the same SES, is 113. And Matawan Regional, which has the same SES, you can look this stuff up, is 169. So they're all ahead of Ocean Township High School. And then you have great schools, which I've recommended in the past you look at. For one reason is that if you go to any real estate listing, you will see rankings at the bottom. And we know what's happening in the county now. And people are exploding buying homes in Oceanport because Netflix is coming in. And it's potentially a place where people might want to send their kids. But when they start to explore the school rankings, people who are intelligent home buyers will start to ask questions. And in this case, Middletown South is 7 out of 10, Ocean Township is 6 out of 10. In this case, Red Bank Regional is 6 out of 10. So is Matawan. The questions that I am trying to get you to explore as a board and administration is what's going on in other districts that would help you actually in these meetings also talk about school improvement. What's happening in terms of consolidation of services for special education? What's happening in terms of staff development? What is happening in terms of the research that is readily available now on the science of reading and where every teacher really ought to be a teacher of reading? I appreciate all the Spartan stuff, but then again, the school district has been in decline. And my real concern is for the students. I don't have any students in the game anymore, but for the students, they are not getting what they need as far as the rankings go. So you may have all the high achievers and all the Spartan legacies going on, but what about the bottom line average kid and what is being done to help that kid do better in all kinds of scores? And by the way, testing is part of it. It's the coin of the realm. So thank you for letting me have my piece. I appreciate it.
Dr. Shutman, thank you for your comments. Mrs. Conway, do we have any other members of the in the queue who would like to make a comment?
Yes, we have a Mr. Keith Chapman. Please go ahead.
Welcome, Mr. Chapman.
Good evening, Keith Chapman, Oakhurst. In regards to Zoom, as you guys know, I've been on Zoom many times over the years. I think it's a fabulous tool. Over the years, I can see why so many people now are starting to figure and blame the Board of Ed for trying to maybe stifle some of the comments and parents. If you think about it, over the past couple of years, you're focused on the 3-minute time limit. I understand you need to get moving, but you're still stifling comments. First, then you stopped responding to answering public comments. I'm still personally waiting on several responses that they get lost, forgotten about. Second, we got rid of the second public comment session. Now, if there's something, you have to remember to ask it during the next session, email, phone call, but we don't have that opportunity to bring it up all the time. Now you're planning on getting rid of Zoom public comments. I'd like to know why. What is the simple reason for doing that? We have technology, that 21st century technology, and yet we're not making use of it. Why are we going back to the Stone Age? Let's use the technology for what it's worth, allowing for more collaborative efforts. That is how you will improve our school rankings. That is how you will improve our school standings and student academic success. As any administrator will tell you, you get more collaborative effort, you have better grades. Between teachers, staff, admin. You lose that collaborative effort, you get what we have right now. Yes, our kids are doing great, but there's room for improvement. Take away more public comment in Zoom. That's what we're ending up with. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your comments, Mr. Chapman. Mrs. Conway, do we have any other commenters in the queue?
No, President McCarthy, there are no further commenters.
Thank you very much. Mr. Dalton.
Motion to approve items 5.1 and 5.2 minutes from prior meetings.
Second.
Mr. Hastings, would you call the roll, please?
So items 5.1 and 5.2, Mr. Brady,
Yes.
Mr. Dalton,
Yes.
Mrs. Dam,
Yes.
Mrs. Gilman.
Yes.
Mrs. McGovern.
Yes.
Mr. Schneider.
Yes.
Mrs. Tallarico,
Yes.
Mr. McCarthy.
Yes.
Motion's carried.
Personnel, Ms. McGovern.
Move to approve items 6.1 through 610. May I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Hastings, would you call the roll?
For items 6.1 through 6.10, Mr. Brady,
Yes.
Mr. Dalton,
Yes.
Mrs. Dam.
Yes.
Mrs. Gilman.
Yes.
Mrs. McGovern,
Yes.
Mr. Schneider,
Yes.
Mrs. Tallarico,
Yes.
Mr. McCarthy.
Yes.
Motion's carried.
Financial Management and Resource Services, Mrs. Dam.
Thank you. Move to approve items 7.1 through 7.9.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Hastings, would you call the roll?
Sure, 1 second. So 7.1 through 7.9. Mr. Brady,
Yes.
Mr. Dalton,
Yes.
Mrs. Dam,
Yes.
Mrs. Gilman.
Yes.
Mrs. McGovern.
Yes.
Mr. Schneider,
Yes.
Mrs. Tallarico,
Yes.
Mr. McCarthy.
Yes.
Motion's carried.
Instruction, Education, and Student Activities, Mr. Dalton.
Yes. Motion to approve items 8.1 through 8.7.
Second.
This is 8.1 through 8.7. Mr. Brady,
Yes.
Mr. Dalton,
Yes.
Mrs. Dam,
Yes.
Mrs. Gilman.
Yes.
Mrs. McGovern,
Yes.
Mr. Schneider,
Yes.
Mrs. Tallarico,
Yes.
Mr. McCarthy.
Yes.
Motion's carried.
Before we move forward, 9.1 and 9.2, I did have to end questions early on that. Do I have any additional questions on 9.1 or 9.2 from any members of the board? Very well. Public Relations, Mrs. Dam.
Move to approve items 9.1 through 9.2.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Hastings, would you call the roll?
It's 9.1 and 9.2, Mr. Brady,
Yes.
Mr. Dalton,
Yes.
Mrs. Dam,
Yes.
Mrs. Gilman.
Yes.
Mrs. McGovern,
Yes.
Mr. Schneider,
Yes.
Mrs. Tallarico,
Yes for 9.1, no for 9.2.
thank you, Mr. McCarthy.
Yes.
Motion's carried.
Old business. Does anybody have any old business? Mr. Dalton?
Mr. McCarthy, and fellow board members, I was listening to our public comments and I just want to just share my perspective. We had a testing report the last couple of years from Dr. Morgan, and we've been focused on listening to and hearing some of the steps that districts taken to improve test scores. And I understand that folks look at things that show up on the internet and in news and media. But for my fellow board colleagues, I'd ask you to look up some of those sources like Niche and Great Schools, because they are a good starting point, but they do have inherent bias in them. And so understanding how they get their input is a really important thing. There are a variety of organizations out there right now who are publishing things about schools that are doing it in a very divisive fashion. Some districts are now having trucks with lighted signs circulating around their district to call out their test scores. And it's a very divisive action that is very political. So whenever we look at rankings that come from an organization, we have to be extremely careful to understand what's behind that organization and what their purpose and their goal is for public schools. So, you know, I implore all of you to look up Niche, look up Great Schools and any other organizations. Yes, it's a good starting point, but we also must consider that children, their test scores matter, but they matter in front of their teachers every day. And they are more than that number. So I just implore us to really think about that in a time when public education is under the microscope across our nation and in our state.
Mr. Dalton, thank you so much for those positive and uplifting comments about our district. I really appreciate that. It's so much harder to speak in a positive way and to build beautiful things than it is to tear them down. So I appreciate you for that greatly.
I just like to add, you know, I didn't get to say this upstairs, but the word that I felt in the presentation upstairs was creating that sense of belonging. And we know that when children feel that they belong, that is one of the key steps to them performing academically.
Thank you. Any other comments from any members of the board on that piece of old business? Any other old business from any members of the board? I'm the one who proposed it, so I'll bring it up again. I did ask this board to consider, do we have a desire to remove virtual public comment? I would ask now if the board has any appetite to discuss this further, if they would like to table this, what our thoughts are. You know, and I would like to make very clear that this comment was made initially so that there could be public discourse and so there could be conversation on the matter. And so I encourage that. I asked for it, and that's why there's no motion to do it immediately, right? There is no change of policy presented at this meeting. And I welcome and appreciate the comments that we have received tonight from all members of our public. I genuinely mean that. Mrs. Dam, I believe you had your hand raised.
Thank you, Mr. McCarthy. I would ask when the motion is made or when it is made, if it could be two parts, one about the text comment, typing whatever section, and the public speaking, because I think they're two separate things that should be voted on.
So I think what I'm hearing is you would support removal of virtual text comment, but not
Correct.
spoken comment?
Correct.
That's good to hear.
I'm sorry, you said you support the typing comment?
No, the
Oh,
opposite.
okay, sorry.
Being removed, the removal of.
Oh, gotcha, okay, sorry.
Ms. Talrigo.
I don't support either, but I would like, if you are going to vote on it, to be put on the agenda, so at least the public can come and, you know, give their thoughts. We had a few tonight, but that was only because Ms. Hayes had posted it online, so I would just like the public to be aware that that's going to happen.
Yep, so it is our policy as a board, you know, and I believe we're all aware of this, but it is our policy that any changes in policy have to have two public hearings. I do not have a desire to ask the board to go against our existing policy for that. I mean, at this point, I'm not hearing much appetite from this board, although it's being made out like everybody's so ready to do it. I don't think, it doesn't sound like there's much appetite from this board to do this.
My one concern is some of the typed comments from time to time. If we are busy as we were upstairs, the monitoring of that is a tricky thing. Whereas when someone has the opportunity to speak the same way they do on the floor, they're speaking. But, you know, when we're in the middle of a presentation and comments are being typed, there may be an assumption that we're watching that, but we may be paying attention to the business of the evening or a presentation in front of us. And there may be a mixed signal that that's okay. So I don't know electronically how you manage that, but that might be something that needs to be managed.
We saw it today.
We saw it today.
Mr. McCarthy had to interrupt 2 people.
That is correct. Ms. Gilman.
And I remember when you initially brought this topic up, it also had to do with personnel. And the person that we have manning all of this technology. And it should not fall to that person to have to monitor the chat as well. So if we can look into a way to limit the chat, as both Ms. Dam and Mr. Dalton said, we were in the middle of a presentation. We were not watching things that were being said in the chat, nor should we have to. So that's something that we should consider further, as well as our personnel that is required to come to the board meetings at night.
All right, good to hear. I don't think any action is necessary at this point, but I did want to just bring this back up to see where the board was here, and we can go from there. Very well. Any new business from any members of the board?
I
Ms.
just-
Talarico.
Thank you. So I have a little comment that I had written out. Just due to the recent election, I believe tonight will be my final Board of Ed meeting. So I wanted to share some thoughts and gratitude. As many of you know, this is my second term and I've spent 6 years on this board. I decided to run in 2019 because I wanted to share my mental health expertise to help with anti-bullying in schools. I'm proud of the initiatives launched during my tenure. In 2020, our district created a wellness committee to support staff and students during COVID and beyond, offering resources, referrals, and provided summer mental health counseling to bridge the school year gap. We secured a grant for a social emotional learning coach who contributed significantly to creating a school climate of respect and kindness. Anti-bullying coordinators shifted from principals to mental health counselors, resulting in more students reporting HIB incidents due to increased trust. And mental health referrals are now included in letters to parents about HIB determinations. I was proud to also provide testimony to the New Jersey Department of Ed Anti-Bullying Task Force in October 23, sharing prevention and intervention strategies for the Anti-Bullying Bill of Rights Act in schools. Our district also formed mental health support group for athletes. Our district has made impressive strides in promoting mental health. And beyond that, there are many other exceptional aspects of our schools, such as athletics, extracurricular activities, dual college courses, celebrations of student and staff achievements, and much more. I am deeply appreciative to the administration and staff who dedicate themselves every day to preparing students for a bright future, helping them to strive to reach their fullest potential. I also want to thank the parents who entrust that when we meet as a board, that the board members should have the best interests of all of our students in mind with every discussion and every vote we make. I encourage all parents and community members to attend meetings and get involved. Your voice does matter. Additionally, I wish to extend my appreciation to all of our special ed parents who each day go through their own unique journeys of advocacy. I acknowledge and support your tireless efforts. I do want to thank and recognize Alex Hayes, a dedicated parent who has served as PTA president, Board of Ed member, and New Jersey School Board Association Legislative Committee member. She regularly presents, volunteers, and advocates for all district students, attending every school board meeting even after her term ended. I met her during my 2021 service and continue to admire her commitment and dedication. She's an inspiration to us all, and I'm proud to call her my friend and colleague. Lastly, I wish to extend my sincere gratitude to all who have supported my tenure here on the Board of Education and the board members I've met that are truly here to make a difference for others. I am deeply appreciative for the opportunity, and I look forward to continuing to serve our town and its residents in the new capacity as councilwoman. Thank you.
Do I have any other new business from any members of the board? Very well. Can I have a motion to adjourn? Oh, go ahead.
I just want to say, Grace Ann, thank you for your time. You know, we haven't always seen eye to eye. We've had, 6 years of ups and downs, but your time that you've given to this town and to the mental health initiatives have been helpful and I appreciate it. And good luck to you in your future.
Do you have any other comments from new business?
Congratulations. I'd just like to wish Grace Ann good luck in her new role as councilwoman.
Thank you.
Just congratulations.
Thank
Goodbye.
you.
Any other new business from any members of the board? Very well. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Second.
This meeting is adjourned.